We want to take a few minutes today to share something new that's coming to Holy Trinity, something that's both practical and hopeful, a columbarium.
Now, if that's a new word for you, let me help. A columbarium is a permanent structure inside a church or other building that's designed to hold the ashes of those who have died. About a year ago, we formed a columbarium committee consisting of Tim Cage, Gail Seaton, Robert Crum, Ann Kinsey, Eric Flatt, Tom Barrett, Jeremy, and myself to discern how Holy Trinity might create a beautiful place of rest right here within these walls.
To take a step back, one of the main reasons that we've been exploring this is that Manhattan is a small island, and there are no longer any cemeteries in Manhattan which an underground burial is permitted. For those of us who live and or attend church in Manhattan, that means our closest options for an underground burial are at All Faiths Cemetery in Queens or maybe Sleepy Hollow Cemetery up in Tarrytown, which are likely places you've never actually been. Or you can choose cremation. And while there are many options for an interment in a columbarium in Manhattan, why not right here at Holy Trinity, a place you know and love?
In the Lutheran tradition, cremation is an appropriate way to care for the remains of the deceased. And given the fact that there are no options for a full underground burial in Manhattan, and the added fact that full burials are really, really expensive, we not only believe that building a columbarium is a good and right thing to do, but this is also the perfect moment to do it in the midst of other proposed renovations to the space.
If you want a glimpse of what the columbarium might look like, find me at coffee hour and I'll show you an early rendering of the design. It'll be located in the southeast corner of the sanctuary, and at least in the beginning, it will contain about 100 niches, which is the term for a small compartment designed to hold an urn. On the face of each niche will be a piece of granite engraved simply with names and dates, and there will also be a memorial wall naming those whose ashes are interred elsewhere but who wish to be remembered here.
As the design comes together, we'll share updates, but we've been really excited to finally announce this. Because while I quite realize that nobody likes talking about this stuff, here's the thing. Many of us hold deep connections to Holy Trinity. We were baptized here. We were married here. Hey, how about that? We served in worship, sang in the choir, served our neighborhood through one of our many ministries. We met Christ here. And a columbarium is a way for us to remain part of this tradition and this place until we're all gathered together in a new heaven and a new earth.
Interment will be available to both members and friends of Holy Trinity, their families, and even their pets. Yes, really, because the creatures who share our lives also share in God's care. You do not have to be a member or even be baptized because we envision this columbarium as a place for all who feel connected to Holy Trinity's mission of liturgy, music, service, and hospitality.
So very soon we'll be rolling out more details, including the final design, the sizes of the niches, and the fees. And just so we're clear, unlike a traditional funeral home and cemetery, these fees do not generate profit. They are simply there to help fund the initial construction of the columbarium, and the funds over and above that amount will all go into a fund set aside for future maintenance and expansion.
So start thinking about it, praying about it, talking with your family and friends about it. Pastor Tim and I will be reserving a niche for ourselves and about a dozen pets later this year as part of our own planning, and we encourage you to consider doing the same. If you already know that you're interested, please let me know during coffee hour or email Pastor Tim so we can ensure we have the niches that we need. And when we do start taking formal reservations, the bonus of reserving early is you get to pick your spot.
And in a city where change is constant and space is fleeting, a columbarium in Holy Trinity will stand as a quiet but profound sign of our belief in the communion of saints and the resurrection of the dead. And it will be right here in the midst of the congregation we love.
Thank you.